Moody's, in their recent outlooks, said that a credible agreement on substantial deficit reduction would support a continued stable outlook. Lack of such an agreement could prompt Moody's to change its outlook to negative on the AAA rating. Do you think that sort of statement about a plan for deficit reduction is indicative of the entire market?
Yes, I do. As I've said, there are two prongs here. One is to navigate this debt ceiling issue without any kind of disruption, but the other, which is, it would not be successful that we just kick the can down the road in terms of our long-term fiscal situation. So I very much support a strong fiscal deal.
Right. And I've asked you previously how quickly this lack of a sustainable fiscal path could bite us and could have serious consequences. And I believe, I don't want to put words in your mouth, I believe you said you don't know, but it certainly could be sooner rather than later, and it's not necessarily years off. Could you make a comment on that now?
No, that's correct. I mean, markets are forward-looking, and they're trying to assess the likelihood that they'll get paid, years down the road. And we're seeing it in other countries around the world, that there's a loss of confidence by investors in a country's fiscal stability and its political resolve to address those fiscal issues, that interest rates can start to rise, and then you get a vicious circle.
Right. So if the resolution of this present showdown and negotiation is increasing the debt ceiling with no significant change in terms of our fiscal path, how do you think the markets will digest that?
Well, I'm sorry the two things got linked together the way they did, but I would very much like to see both parts of this work, both addressing the debt ceiling and addressing, this seems like an opportunity we haven't had for a while to address longer-term fiscal issues. I don't know how quickly or in what degree the markets would respond, but I think they are looking to Washington to show that they can, manage their spending and control deficits over a long period of time.
Well, what you said a minute ago is part of my point. We've been talking about this event for months, and it has been built up smartly or dumbly, rightly or wrongly, as an opportunity to do something. So particularly with that buildup in that context, I guess my gut is that if we extend the debt limit and essentially do nothing for fiscal sustainability, the markets will have some sort of meaningful negative reaction as reflected in the Moody's statement. Would you agree with that or not?
It's possible.
Turning to